Hey Virgo men, welcome back to my channel. Guys, if you are new here, welcome. And if you are returning, thank you so much for supporting the channel. So I'm going to go ahead and do a general message. Let's see what the energy is like for you guys. Now, it is a general message, so it may not resonate with everyone. Just take what resonates for you, masculines, and leave the rest. Anybody interested in a personal reading, my information is always down below. Thank you to those who do reach out for those, and thank you to those who donate to the channel, and to those of you who do subscribe. It's very much appreciated. So I do hope that everybody is doing well, okay? Cross watcher, if you are in here, feel free to flip the roles. Happy birthday to anybody whose birthday is today, okay? Happy solar return to you. But what do we have for my masculines? My Virgo, Sun, Moon, Rising, North Node, and Venus. What is it that they need to know, Spirit? So let's get a card from Archangel Michael to kick off your reading, okay? Alright, what do we have? My Virgo men. So, trying to jump out of the deck, you are protected. Okay, so that's always good to know. It says you are safe within my bubble of light. It says you can proceed with confidence. You do have two other cards behind it. You have, this card was a number 39, could be significant, or 93. It does boil down to a 12, okay? Which is interesting because the 12 will boil down to a number 3, which would give me the 3 of Wands. So for some of you, I don't know if you're making some sort of plans here. 3 of Wands can talk about seeing the bigger picture of a situation, but it can also talk about planning and progression. Moving forward. You also have pray from the heart. It says prayer really can move mountains. It says reach out to the divine with your heart's concerns and watch miracles unfold. So some of you may have been praying about a particular situation. I'm hearing for some of you, maybe you have just been kind of praying or asking for some sort of guidance here. There's also something about a passed over loved one. And this could be like a grandma energy, okay? I don't know if some of you have been praying for an elderly person. But just know that your prayers are being heard. Number 23 could be significant, or 32, but it boils down to a 5, which talks about changes. Again, this 5 is giving me this kind of combative energy here, masculines. Well, I don't know if some of you have been going through certain struggles. It could be with other people, family members, friends. I'm hearing people you have children with, or even people that you grew up with. There's change coming in for you. Now, even before I even read this card, the first thing I see is that Ace of Swords, which is making me think of an energy of victory and things like that. But I am noticing that this sword is facing downwards. So I don't know if there is something here that maybe someone here wants to speak up about. But it says, regain your focus. It says, trivial life matters are distracting you from your goals. It says, Archangel Metatron and I are here to help you stand your ground. So maybe this is even an energy where some of you have had to cut certain people off, or maybe you're just in hermit mode right now where you're just not communicating with certain people. Maybe you're just not giving certain things your energy. But let's see, because at the bottom of the deck you have the way forward is open. That will boil down to a 5 again, okay? So, but give me a clear message. One card for the masculines. Again, very almost came out here, and it says prioritize self-care. Number 24, 42 boils down to a 6. If you are learning to put yourself first, right, because I'm kind of seeing like the 6 of Swords, which is that energy of, like I said, moving to calmer waters, moving away from conflicts, drama, arguments. You know, the 5 of Swords is an energy of dealing with people who just kind of want to win at all costs, right? They don't kind of care who they hurt in the process. I feel like there's someone here who's, like I said, removing themselves from toxic things, toxic people. Thank you. So the card that actually came out for you is a number 30. So again, I would just take the number 3, which would give me, again, that 3 of Wands, okay? And it says, step into the spotlight. It says you have a message that the world needs to hear. It says it's time to share your wisdom. So again, going back to that Ace of Swords that I was looking at, and I was saying it was face down, where I felt like some of you needed to speak up. Don't be afraid to be heard. Some of you could be in the spotlight. I'm also picking up this energy, looking at this angel here. I feel like some of you are gaining your wings, okay? Take that as a metaphor, or take it how it resonates for you. Now, stepping into the spotlight doesn't necessarily have to do with something that you do. It could have to do with a business, a project, a craft. Maybe some of you run your own business. But this stepping into the spotlight is giving me this energy of people seeing you differently. What do we have for the masculines? Virgo men, spirit. Sun, moon, rising, north node, and Venus. Give me a card for now and a card for going forward. You're giving this energy here, masculines, where it's almost like you're taking maybe life more seriously. And I'm hearing spirit say for some of you this could have something to do with age. All right, show me more. Okay. Bottom of the deck, you have intention. And it says be clear and decisive. It says focus on what you really want. It says be bold with your requests to the universe. And you got strength and you got delight. Now the first card that came out for you, masculines, is anger. And it says safely express your anger. It says use anger as a positive force. It says honor all of your emotions as sacred. So are you learning to transmute energy? Are you learning to take negative energy and turning it into something positive? You have going forward because you have growth. Now, some of you definitely may be enjoying watching your children grow. I know it's an adult horse here and a baby horse. Some of you could be single fathers. But it says seek out a mentor or guide. It says take baby steps as you grow. It says be willing to learn from others. But this is also giving me an energy of some of you where I was picking up where maybe you guys are taking life more seriously, right? That energy where it may have to do with age, maturity. You have gained, well, I don't want to say you've gained enough experience, but you could have definitely gained enough experience to, I'm hearing the word almost like elevate. It's almost making me feel like from boys to men. Now, you could have had some sort of guide. Maybe spirituality has helped you. Show me more. Some of you may go to counseling or something like that for a certain issue, maybe anger, maybe another issue. Okay, show me what this is, because I'm hearing lots of things for you. So I don't know if someone's been doing a lot of thinking, a lot of meditating, a lot of contemplating. It's almost giving like the Seven of Pentacles energy. What is this for my masculines? Why so serious? First card coming out, you have a yes. It says open to suggestions. It says front and center. It says steady. You also have yes. It says it's going swimmingly. It says off the hook. It says in the flow. Now, for some of you, I'm getting an energy here where there may be someone else who is angry. And I don't know if it's because you have freed yourself from them or the situation. And as I say that, advert comes on. You may have had someone that was very codependent on you. And it's like taking away a drug from someone who has an addiction. Give me 2 cards for going forward. What do we have for the masculines? You have a yes. It says choose a path and proceed confidently. And that was almost like the same as the card. I don't know if it's still there that you got, or that we saw, right? At the bottom of the deck. You are protected. You are safe within my bubble of light. It says you can proceed with confidence. So something also here is about staying in a high vibration. It's giving an energy of your light irritates people's demons. But you have to be in that light. Show me more. Some of you had somebody around you, or you have someone around you where they prefer you to stay in the darkness. You have yes. It says trust your feelings. It says fulfill your heart's desire. So you got all yeses across the board, okay? Some of you may be relocating. You could be traveling, going on holiday, coming back from a holiday here. Bottom of the deck, you have taken flight. It says uplifting. It says at peace with decisions. What is this? Some of you could have somebody that is messing on your phone. I don't know if this is like, how do you say it? Unknown numbers. No caller ID. I'm hearing random text messages. Give me 3 cards. What is anger? 5 of Wands. Conflict, drama, chaos, arguments. Show me more about anger. Kind of coming out sideways, almost more in the reverse, masculines. I don't know if this is arguments over money, finances, a home, a loss of money, because it's the Ace of Pentacles coming in the reverse. Give me one more. Some of you could have went on a date or something here, and I don't know if that turned into an argument. You have the Lovers, Gemini energy. Give me 3 cards for going forward. I see a Queen of Wands at the bottom of the deck with the Knight of Swords. You could be dealing with someone who has some sort of temper, or they don't know how to control their mouth. This could be someone who says spiteful things. 5 of Swords with the 5 of Pentacles. What is growth? King of Pentacles, love to see it. You have the Page of Wands, so that's good news. Now that did land on the Ace of Pentacles in the reverse. So some of you may be getting some sort of good news about money or something like that here. Give me one more. Page of Wands is also giving me this energy of inspiration. You may have a really good friend around you that is giving you maybe some sort of good advice. But show me more. Now I'm hearing that song from Tevin Campbell. So maybe somebody wants to talk to someone, because I'm hearing this bit where he says, can we talk for a minute? You have the 4 of Wands landed on the Ace of Pentacles in the reverse. So again, I don't know if something here is about a home situation, a marriage, a union, a commitment. But it's coming with the energy of growth. So let's see what clarifies it. Yeah, 10 of Pentacles at the bottom of the deck. King of Cups. Oh, with the Empress and the 3 of Pentacles and the Knight of Cups. Some of you could be expecting a child. I don't know if this is like your 4th child. For some of you, you may have like 3 girls and this child may be a boy. Or there's something here about maybe working together with a divine feminine energy. King of Cups. There could be some sort of emotions that you are suppressing here or that you keep to yourself. What do we have for the masculines? What's the Five of Wands? Five of Wands is the Ace of Cups. Show me more about this Ace of Cups. This is about new beginnings, new relationships. This can also talk about where I just mentioned about a pregnancy or... What's the Ace of Cups? Your energy. King of Pentacles. Okay, show me more. Why is this here for the... And then you have the Five of Cups. So the Five of Cups does talk about sadness and grief and despair and things like that. Is this an energy that you're getting over, or is this an energy that some of you feel like you are still in? Show me more about the Five of Cups, Five of Wands. This could definitely be past energy with the Five of Cups. Ace of Cups makes a Six of Cups energy. But again, this could be arguing over children. Show me more. Five of Wands, Five of Cups. Is this something that you don't really want to speak about? Justice. And the High Priestess. What's Justice and the High Priestess? This talks about... Some of you, I don't know if you got like a tarot reading. I don't know if tarot told you something. I don't know if your intuition told you something here. But there's something here about either the truth or doing things the right way. Justice talks about a cause and effect, right? So if we go around making bad decisions, we have to expect that karma to come back somehow. What's this? Oh, it's a lot. The Nine of Swords, the Two of Wands, and the Three of Pentacles. Someone here is stressing out about some sort of decision. The Two of Wands talks about you having 2 paths in front of you. For others of you, you may regret maybe choosing one person over another. It may have taken you some time to see you made a wrong choice. But I feel like this is about you following your heart. And if for some reason, I don't know, you're coming out as stressed about this decision. I don't know if you're attached to another situation that you ain't happy in. I don't know if you feel like you can't make a move or movements because of your financial status. What's the Ace of Pentacles in the reverse? Ace of Pentacles in the reverse, you have the Ten of Swords. Ooh, and then you have the Ten of Cups. There could have been some sort of betrayal in a family situation, family members. Ten of Swords is the ultimate betrayal, and you've got 10-10 here. Now, this can also talk to me about there being some sort of happiness or emotional fulfillment here after a betrayal. What is this? Yeah, you got the Ace of Pentacles in the upright at the bottom of the deck with the Six of Swords. What is the Ten of Swords with the Ten of Cups? The Two of Wands is back out. It landed on the Lovers. And I feel like I get this message a lot for you masculines, particularly you masculines. I'm hearing you decide. It's like Spirit has given you some sort of option, or they've given you some sort of signs and synchronicities about doing something. But it's almost like that's as far as they can go. I don't know if you keep asking for confirmation about a certain thing, and I feel like they keep giving it to you, but yet there is still no action. It's giving that energy of you can bring a horse to water, but you can't force him to drink. What's this Two of Wands about? Yeah, you got the Three of Wands, Queen of Swords, and you got the Knight of Cups at the bottom of the deck with the Seven of Pentacles. It's like you've been given some sort of clarity, whether it's from an actual person. What's the Two of Wands? It's like an, yeah, I was going to say, it's like an energy of anticipation, caution. And then you got the Chariot coming in the reverse. This is a lack of direction. This is like almost like somebody wanting to do something but feeling powerless. Something could have something to do with a vehicle. Ace of Pentacles is in the reverse. Maybe some of you have been struggling to buy a new vehicle. Maybe some of you are just doubting yourselves and worried that maybe something isn't going to be victorious. Cancer energy. Why is this Chariot coming in the reverse? The Six of Cups. Show me more. Maybe some of you stay in a situation for children, and then if that's your choice, then you have to be happy with that choice. This looks like someone who is not. What's this? Chariot, Six of Cups. Six of Wands. The Devil, the Emperor, the Seven of Pentacles. So this is making me go back to that energy where I feel like, I don't know if you have somebody who's very much codependent on you. I don't know if this is about material things. Emperor with the Devil, this is very much narcissistic energy. Let me just clarify these, and then, yeah, we've got the Fool, the Page of Wands, the Five of Swords, but someone feels like something would be an unwise choice. Let's see. What's the Seven of Pentacles, the Emperor, and the Devil? The Star, the Tower. What's this Devil? The High Priestess. Or someone's just obsessed with someone. The Star talks about healing, hope. Someone could be a healer. Maybe something here is just shocking. But it looks like moving forward there is success. For someone. What's the Lovers? Coming out sideways. You have the World card. The High Priestess is right back out here. What is the Lovers? Coming out sideways, the Star and the Five of Swords. So we've got kind of cards, the same cards coming out, okay? Yeah, someone may be definitely in the public eye. Someone definitely could be a healer. Or there's someone here, like I said, when we saw that King of Cups, where someone here may have emotions, feelings for someone. I don't know with the Five of Swords if this is given an energy of like forbidden fruit or something like that, right? What's this Five of Swords? Because like somebody, yeah, the Nine of Swords. Wheel of Fortune, Six of Pentacles, the Seven of Wands, Queen of Wands. What's this Five of Swords? King of Wands. Queen of Pentacles. What's the Five of Swords? The Two of Cups and the Three of Wands. Someone wants to take some sort of action here. Could have to do with work. Could be a partnership, but I'm not necessarily picking that up. This is giving this energy where somebody knows they would have to sacrifice something to have something else. Or somebody feels like they already self-sabotage something. I feel like somebody tried to bully somebody as well. I don't feel like it worked though. What is this King of Pentacles energy? Landed on the Five of Wands. Yeah, somebody holds back because they don't want to argue. They don't want to be in, you know, it's like somebody just doesn't want to be in any kind of chaos or something like that. It's like, this is giving like a catch-22. What's the Four of Pentacles with the King of Pentacles? Again, some of you are kind of very like materialistic here, masculines. And I've always said, be careful not to worship material things. What song was I listening to yesterday? I can't remember, but I know it was saying something like, I think it was a Buju Banton song. I think like the gist of what I'm trying to say is, he was saying something in a song where he was saying material things, you can't take them with you. Basically. Four of Pentacles, we have the King of Cups. What's the King of Cups energy? Yeah. Eight of Wands at the bottom of the decks. Why is this King of Cups here? Some of you may have water highly aspected in your chart. For some of you, okay, yeah, I feel like you want to reunite with someone. I was going to say for some of you, this could have something to do with the same sex. Do not get your boxes in a twist if it doesn't resonate. It's the world that we live in today. King of Cups. Coming out sideways. Looks like it's trying to come in the reverse. So something could have something to do with someone who is single, independent, self-sufficient here. Virgo energy. Or this is just someone who is very grounded, but I feel like there is someone you want to invest in. Maybe some of you just want to be single. Maybe to work on yourselves here with the King of Cups. Ace of Swords at the bottom of the deck. Yeah. You feel like something... you feel like if you was to do something, it's going to almost like, I don't know, erupt something. I'm hearing the haters are going to hate. What's this Nine of Pentacles energy? Now, this could just be some of my masculines. Maybe you look very good here, you know. You like to present yourself well. There's nothing wrong with it. As long as we keep our ego in check. What is this Nine of Pentacles? What do we have for my Virgo men, Spirit? There's Five of Wands. Do you have a lot of people competing for your attention? Oh, it's like someone trying to fight you to not do something because they know you would have a victory. But give me one on this Nine of Pentacles. Yeah, it's like something would ruffle a few feathers, but I feel like this is a little bit more than just ruffling feathers. One on this Nine of Pentacles. Thank you. The Knight of Pentacles. Oh, that makes a Ten of Pentacles. But again, someone here is showing this energy of, I'm not going to rush into anything. This is about being responsible. I'm also hearing something about protecting your moves. Big confirmation. You got a stalker? That was confirmation. But Ten of Pentacles, something here may have to do with your legacy, your destiny. All right. This is wanting to finish something that you started. Three of Wands is back. With the Four of Wands. Do you see a future with someone? This is a union. Sometimes the Four of Wands can make me think of like twin flame energy, or Four of Wands talks about feeling welcome, feeling a part of something, feeling complete. Some of you may also be just, maybe you're going to a wedding or something like that here. But what is this Page of Wands? Let me get that Nine of Pentacles back. Where did it go? All right, Page of Wands, we have the Judgment. You decide. This is also someone here going through an awakening. The Judgment to me can sometimes talk about answering the call as well. You've got the Four of Swords at the bottom of the deck. Look at that with the Fool and the Empress. Taking a risk, going in a new direction, a clean slate. It's what somebody's thinking about. It's what's on their mind. But that Four of Swords, yeah, it can talk about fear and anxiety and meditation. But it can also talk to me about suffering in silence. Solitude. Show me the Judgment. Coming out, landing on the Ace of Cups and this Five of Wands. You have the Queen of Swords. Damn. With the Nine of Swords. You're pretending you don't hear something, see something. Or is there something you just want to forget about it for a hot minute, but you can't? This is a Ten of Swords energy. So someone's speaking some sort of truth, but I just don't know if this is a situation where the truth hurts. Maybe you're worried about how someone would receive you, what they would have to say. Would they even answer me? What's this Queen of Swords? Aquarius, Libra, Gemini energy. Seven of Cups. I just saw the Seven of Cups with the Four of Cups, the Knight of Cups. You got a Queen of Cups, Justice, Queen of... Okay, Two of Cups, Four of Wands. There's a lot of energy there. So I don't know if this is a feminine who holds a lot of energy. What's the Queen of Swords? Seven of Wands and the Six of Pentacles. This could be someone who is this could be someone who's very defensive, right? There may be someone who has their guards up, or this is someone who knows how to stand up for themselves here. But I'm not seeing who the Queen of Swords is now. This could also be someone who is very generous. I don't know if this is someone who has certain gifts with the Six of Pentacles energy, or this is someone who, like I said, they could just be someone who gives back. Six of Pentacles talks about equal give and take. It talks about receiving. It talks about support. It talks about kindness. It talks about someone who maybe, I was going to say, I don't feel like that word would go with that Queen of Swords. She may be very discerning in terms of who she's very empathetic with here. Someone who may, I don't know, something about power, authority. I heard someone who has some sort of ranking. So this could be like a solicitor or something like that. A judge. What's the Nine of Swords? And the Nine of Swords is the Knight of Swords. That landed on the Ace of Pentacles in the reverse. Show me more about the Knight of Swords, because this can talk about something being challenging, but this can also talk about seizing opportunities. What is that? The Magician. What's the Knight of Swords and the Magician? Why is it here for the Nine of Swords? So actually this would make the Ten of Swords. Then you have the Death card come out. Okay, this ain't going to be for everyone. There could be something here about someone that was maybe manipulating a situation. It could have to do with spell work, yes. And I don't know if it was to end something. Lord forbid, to end someone. But someone may have acted out of anger, in a haste. I'm hearing not having all the information about a situation. Give me one more for this. Knight of Swords, the Magician and the Death. The Emperor. Aries, Taurus energy. What's this Emperor? Two of Pentacles, Eight of Pentacles, King of Wands. Heavy Aries energy coming out here, and the Queen of Pentacles. Yeah, I don't know if somebody here was trying to interfere with someone's work, someone's stability. I almost want to say something, but this is not a personal reading. What's this Four of Wands? What is this Four of Wands? Coming out sideways is the Three of Wands. Page of Swords. Landing on the High Priestess is the Nine of Cups. Somebody, oh, I almost went to say, someone is in love with somebody. Or at least someone here sees someone as their wish fulfillment. Realizing, this talks about realizing your dreams. This is happiness. Someone that makes you laugh. All right, let's move on. Is there anything that my masculines need to be aware of? Anything they need to be aware of, Spirit? Oh, I do like when the energy's like this. I could just sit and read cards all day. Yeah, now I'm hearing that song, but what's her name? Is it Nina Long? I can do this for hours. It's really giving like this energy where someone could just stare at someone for hours. So I don't know if someone has a picture of you or you have a picture of someone. It's also something about getting lost in someone's eyes. Anyway, what do you need to be aware of? The card that you have turning over is Home, number 35, 53. Could be significant, boils down to an 8. I mean, what is going on with you, masculines? I'm hearing E.T., go home. So some of you, maybe you feel like, you know, I feel like that's like a Virgo energy in general, though. Just kind of feeling like different maybe from other people. Maybe you found somebody that understands you. Or maybe someone else is different, but you understand them. I'm hearing E.T., go home. So you got the home card. Yeah, you got soulmate at the bottom of the deck. Give me one more card. What does the masculines need to be aware of? Now, the be aware doesn't necessarily have to be something bad. We also have take off your mask. Ooh. Let's expose them today, Spirit. Number 11 could be significant, but it does boil down to a 2, and you have the Two of Wands out here. You have the Two of Wands out here with the Ten of Swords and the Ten of Cups. You also have sadness. Not happy. But the happiness comes with change. It's the number 5. But there's someone here who feels like the change comes with conflict. You've got healing at the bottom of the deck. All right, so not for everyone, okay? Now, for some of you, I don't know if you have some sort of victim mentality. It could have to do with something maybe with your childhood. It doesn't have to be what's hiding. The Wild card. If it's not that, like I said, I don't know if you have someone around you that may have some sort of victim mentality. Be careful of you have the power here to do something. Confirmation. I don't know if you just heard that advert come on. Someone might like to wear sportswear. I see Adidas advert here. Someone could play football. But let's skip that. Yeah, be careful of like trauma bonding with people or staying with people for just reasons that is not built on a solid foundation, like sexual reasons, like intimacy. Be careful you're not using those kind of energies as well to kind of suppress certain things that you're not dealing with, okay? But show me more. What do they need to be aware of? For my Virgo men. All right, give me 3 cards for home. I'm hearing home is where the heart is. But some of you have been doing this thing where I'm hearing is like, how does that song go? Wherever he lays his hat, that's his home. But you haven't been feeling grounded. So again, I don't know if you just kind of, you know, got people that you can just go visit, or people that, yeah, like I said, you have certain maybe bonds with, but it's not maybe real bonds. Listen, what's home? 1111. It says twin flame. It says runner chaser. It says divine timing. Something could have something to do with a fire sign or fire sign season. I think next fire sign season is Sagittarius, right? Something could have something to do with Christmas. Coming in, it looks like the reverse. In the upright, it would say spotlight. It says limelight. It says audience. And it says self-absorbed. I feel like you're hiding away from whatever this twin flame connection is, or this someone that you, I don't know, her divine counterpart. Give me one for spotlight. Yeah, hiding true feelings. It says deep emotions. It says secretly in love. It says cold and detached. So you're not making yourself seen. Do you have some sort of fake accounts that you're watching somebody on? Give me one more. You have egg on their face. It says ashamed. It says backfired. And it says got caught. And I see something like that here. Nine of Swords, Queen of Swords. This Nine of Swords has his back turned to this Queen of Swords. Like I said, like somebody doesn't want to listen or hear what someone's got to say. Or it could be that energy of feeling some sort of guilt. Feeling some type of way. Feeling like maybe you've been exposed or something like that here. What's take off your mask? Yeah, you got high value at the bottom of the deck. And you got conflict resolution. So is this about an Empress energy, divine feminine? Is it about this Nine of Pentacles? Because this says high value. It says the Empress, beautiful, sexy, abundant, confident. And then right behind it, conflict resolution, compromising, making amends, a positive outcome. But someone here has convinced themselves that, yeah, I'm not doing it. I'm not embarrassing myself. Okay, well then you miss an opportunity. Is what it looks like. What is this? Take off your mask. Infatuation. Denial, obsession, and attraction. But then at the bottom of that, you've got controversy. Are you mad that somebody knows how you feel about them? Okay, this is going to get silly. All right, give me another card. You have opposites attract. It says lessons. It says not your usual type. It says different. It says spiritual beliefs. Ah. Well, the high priestess is out here. I don't see the Hierophant. So you was afraid to be with someone because of their... Okay, hold on. I heard because of their spiritual ranking. I don't know if you're just afraid of someone's intuition. I don't know if you just kind of don't believe in what somebody does. But you got the Three of Wands, Page of Swords with the Nine of Cups. I'm hearing don't judge a book by its cover. Confirmation. Give me one more. So it's like it's coming in the reverse. And it did hit spotlight in the reverse. So in the upright, it would say unemployed. It says broke, fired. It says living beyond their means. But it's in the reverse. So someone here is not broke. They're not unemployed. They're not living above their means. I'm hearing less is more. I'm also picking up something about how material things doesn't necessarily impress a certain person. So what's sadness? I'm hearing, what's that from? I'm hearing a simple kind of life. Now that would make me think of Mr. Kalungi. Simplicity we use to survive. Okay, look at that snooping. I'm telling you, someone's stalking someone, or they got fake pages here. It says drive-by, it says stalking, social media, it says psychic and tarot readings. Yeah. So you watching tarot readings in secret? I know you lying. What is sadness? Secretive. Yeah. It says sneaky, mysterious, and it says hiding information. Show me more. You have spiritual attack. It says karma. It says divine intervention. It says facing their demons. And then you have red flags. I feel like somebody ignored some sort of red flags here. It says signs. It says cheating, and it says deception. Now, some of you definitely could be in your emotions and feelings. Like I said, I don't know if someone got cheated on, or found out they were in a third party, or found out someone that they were talking to was entertaining options. Going back to this energy, being told or shown something that you maybe really didn't want to see, hear, know about, didn't want to believe. But I'm hearing the truth will set you free. Yeah, there's an unknown caller. Stalking, hanging up, unknown numbers. I did say that. I don't know if someone's been playing on your phone. Someone who maybe feels like they have unfinished business with you. I hope you ain't playing on anyone's phone. So let us have a look at your finances. How are we doing for time? Wow. We've been speaking for an hour. I heard time flies when you're having fun. I mean, not saying this reading is fun, but that's what I heard. What does their finances look like? Give me 3 cards. Strongest energy here for the masculines. You have social status. It says you will reach the heights of fame and society. It says don't get arrogant. You have savings. It says you always need to put something off for a bad day. It says create savings for the future. Why do I feel like someone didn't create some sort of savings, and maybe that's why that Ace of Pentacles is in the reverse? Or someone being a little bit careless and reckless when it comes to their choices, when it comes to their finances. And then you have endings. It says the cycle is over. It says it's time for you to make a change. It says rebirth. It says it's time to say goodbye. Some of you, when it comes to your finances and money, maybe it's time for you to say goodbye to something that clearly just isn't working out for you. But show me more. What is social status? Prickly situation. It says you need both tact and diplomacy. It says to reach your goal. It says the struggle is worth the prize. It says work around the issue and use a gentle touch. You also have timing. It says it's all in the timing right now. It says pull another card to see if you need to do it now. It says wait a while or make a different decision. Interesting, it came out with cultivation. It says you are in the growing phase right now and you must continue to water the seeds you have planted. It says in order to reap the rewards. So if some of you do something online, it could be anything. This could be saying here that maybe you need to keep pushing towards that, especially if you feel like you're not being seen or you're not getting the recognition that you deserve. But if your heart and your soul is telling you that's where you're supposed to be, then continue, right? Something here is in divine timing. Yeah, taking steps at the bottom of the deck. But what is savings? So you have saving face. It says you may need to grin and bear it. It says to maintain respect and keep your job. It says or you need to smile and make nice to get the position you want. Some of you are wearing some sort of facade when it comes to your finances. I don't know if you're in this energy where you just kind of want to be seen a certain way, or you feel like you have some sort of image to keep up. But who are you pleasing? Who is the image for? For other people or for yourself? Too worried about what other people are worried about is what it feels like. Coming in the reverse, it did land on the spotlight in the reverse. In the upright, it would say wish come true. It says your wishes is being granted, but it may come in a way. It may not come in a way you expected. It says no worries. It says it's just what you needed. But it's in the reverse. So some of you may feel like, yeah, I don't know, your wishes ain't coming true. Maybe something here has got to do with you not being, like I said, your authentic self, or you staying in a situation where you know it's just not where you belong. You've got new life at the bottom of the deck with courage and the future. It's like when you make the right choices, that's when you see these fast changes. There's something here that's making you reflect back to the past, or there's someone, flashback with the snake. What's endings? Coming out sideways, guidance. Yeah, someone's not listening. They're not paying attention to the signs. I don't know what else to say to you. They know that something here is taking the risk is what's going to bring you the gift. I don't know if some of you are meant to be doing something in some sort of spiritual work with spiritual work and star power. I don't know if you're meant to be working on yourself, your more spiritual side more. You've got wisdom and success, but you've got ending and direction. And there's the advice you've been getting, influence. But you feel like something here is going to create drama. Drama for who? Because it looks like it's only going to create peace and good luck for you. But there's the journey. So you have guidance with endings. It says divine forces are showing you the way to go. It says you are discovering another piece of your destiny and your purpose in life. Give me one more. honest work. It landed on the 5 of Wands. Some of you need to change the way you do things. Some of you are doing things in an dishonest way. Can I say that without saying too much? So anyway, guidance with honest work. It says it's okay to have a job that is not very glamorous. It says get some experience to help you move up in the future. It says success is a progress, not a quick fix. So some of you are into get rich quick schemes. And you may be wondering why things only last for a certain amount of time and then they come crashing down. Do I want to look at love? Because we have been here for a while. Let's just get one card for love. Just one card for love. Strongest energy around it. Worth waiting for. Divine timing is at work in your love life. Bottom of the deck. Calling in your soulmate. It says your prayers, affirmations, and visualizations help bring you together. Part in the deck on you deserve love. It says you are lovable. Yeah, now I'm hearing the song by, what's his name? Is his name Mario? Let me love you. Let me be the one to give you everything you want and need. Good love and protection. Make me your selection. Something about let me show you the way love's supposed to be. Let me come out of the song. All right. Energy going forward for the masculine. Thank you, Spirit. All right. So we have 2 and then I see 2 kind of coming out sideways. So the first one says a clear solution. The Lantern Fairy. Number 24, 42 boils down to a 6. Again, the 6 talks about moving forward. I see the 6 of Swords and the 6 of Wands. So moving straight into victory for some of you, depending on the choices that you make. For some of you, if you can move away from healing from heartache here. Or you may be getting a clear solution about someone who is in the 3 of Swords energy. But I see the number 36 or 63 and that boils down to a 9. So that would give me the wounded warrior. Finding that inner strength to move forward. Okay, to let certain things go. What's coming out sideways? What's the blockages here? Releasing your power. Oh dear. Oh, you got a lot of cards. Clean up time. There may be something here that you need to do that you may be refusing to do here. Stubborn maybe. You have the past returns for a time. And you have a wonderful idea. It says the aha moment. Some of you may, again, I don't know if you need some advice about something or you just want to reach out and speak to someone here. This feels like an apology. Clean up time. But it could also be some of you may be getting some sort of advice about people that maybe are trying to come back from your past. Don't entertain things that don't serve you. The 3 fates. What comes around, goes around. Yeah, you see clearly clairvoyance and an important end for a new beginning. And calm the chaos. Because the natural world needs you. But some of you, like I said, are holding back. What's this? Love is strange. Look at the card that's hiding. It would have to do with love, right? Okay. Masculines, I'm going to end your reading there. No, I'm not. I got one more. Give me a card for the masculines very quickly from Isis. What does the masculines need to know? Scales of balance, justice. The High Priestess at the bottom of the deck. Mysterious revealed in the eyes of Isis. Ancient power. And the Queen of the Heaven. So your card that's coming out though is Scales of Balance. And it says Ancient Tantra of the Soul. Yeah, someone's soul is awakening, remembering. find it very quickly. Come on. Scales of balance. So it says you are a Tankria. No, I said that wrong. It says an initiate on the path of divine healing of the masculine and feminine. It says the two sacred polarities that are universal to human experience. As these energies come into mutual respect and balance, so this may have something to do with the feminine masculines. It says, as these energies come into mutual respect and balance, you attain great power. Or it could be about balancing your feminine and masculine side. It says, presence and healing effect in the world of the soul and in the human world of forms here on this earth. You are supported in further exploring this path now. It says, under the auspice and blessings of beloved Isis. So again, I don't know if some of you are meant to be working with someone, but there's definitely an energy here of you needing to give back to humanity. So the incarnation says the scales are balanced with perfection, feminine and masculine in divine connection. Surrender and strength, body and soul, together are loved, united and whole. I know when to act and when to rest. Scales of balance allow harmony to vest. Deep within, I am now at peace, as abundance of effortless now release. I feel balance, wholeness, and vitality as I balance and heal my divine humanity. Yeah, I'm hearing this bit where from Cool Runnings, where I'm hearing them say rise above it, or just rise. So anyway, masculines, that is what I picked up for you this week. I do hope that something has resonated with you guys. If it has, I do ask that you hit the thumbs up for me, subscribe to the channel, hit that notification bell so you know when I upload. But if this is where we part, guys, stay safe. Love and light, masculines.